Hello everybody, my name is Gambit and welcome to Infamous Synergy. Fox, Meta Knight, Bayonetta, Steve. Throughout the years, these characters have always been at the top of their tier list. But I always wondered, who's the best? If you were to take each of these characters in their prime, who would come out on top? That's exactly what we're getting into today. We're going to be going over their strengths and their weaknesses to see who is truly the best out of these four characters. Before we get into it though, I wanted to quickly touch on the rules I set in place for this comparison. Each character is bringing in their own game mechanics with them. Now some of you may disagree with that decision, which is understandable, but hear me out. Without these base game mechanics, that would mean there's no base game text either. No shine cancel, no wave dashing, nothing. I'm also thinking of these characters at their maximum potential. We're looking how each character plays in the hands of a master. So now that the rules are in place, let's get right into it. Fox is undeniably the king of melee. His face, and a certain special move that I'll get into later, have practically become the face of that competitive scene, and it's kind of easy to see why. Unlike many other characters in this game, Fox can be played both offensively and defensively and still get really good results. His high mobility and extreme combo potential really make him a threat in the competitive scene. This character's base stats are just amazing. Not only does he have that high speed, but also a high kill power to go with it. Both his up air and up smash attacks are really great at finishing off stocks, but having good kill power and speed doesn't automatically make you the best character in the game. That title really comes with the ins and outs of this character. Fox's lasers, for instance, are one of his best tools. It's a fast projectile that travels very far. Because of this, it allows you to bait your opponent's approaches. This character also comes with two moves that are amazing for recovery. But of course, this character's bread and butter is his down special, also widely known as Shine. This move is so good for no reason. It comes out at frame 1 with intangibility on that first frame too. It is a great combo starter, it is a great edge guarding tool, and of course it can also help you stall your recovery to allow you to get back to stage a little more safely. But that is not all this character has. Melee is a very fast game already, but this character's slowest move comes out at frame 12, so he pairs extremely well with Melee's mechanics. In this game, you can perform a dash dance, which allows you to throw off your approach when it comes to attacking an opponent. You have the ability to L cancel, which can help reduce landing lag by an extreme amount. Then there is also the Foxtrot tech. This tech allows the user to move faster without committing to the running animation. Then of course you have the ability to wave dash as well in this game. A wave dash is when you air dodge close to the ground, allowing your character to perform a slide. This is a phenomenal way to control more space. Surely this character can't only have strengths though. What are his weaknesses? Fox is known throughout the series as a fast faller. This can make him pretty easy to combo, but can also let you get to the ground a little quicker. Other than that, his range really is not the greatest. It's not terrible, but it's certainly nowhere near a sortie. So overall, Fox is a highly mobile character with a lot of kill power as well, along with some really good utility. It's understandable why he's regarded as the best character in all of Melee. Next up on our list is of course Meta Knight. To say this character completely dominated Brawl would be a complete understatement. He can basically do everything. He has high mobility in the air and the ground, with extremely fast frame data to pair with that as well. His up air alone is frame 3. It is a great juggling tool, but is especially good at stalling on the ledge. Due to its disjointed hitbox with Meta Knight's multiple jumps, you could stay on the ledge forever. His forward tilt is also frame 3, which is just amazing for spacing. Because of his multiple jumps, he is phenomenal at edge guarding. He has some great special moves as well. His tornado is both highly mobile and great at stopping enemy approaches. Between that, his glide, and his multiple jumps, he is practically untouchable. If he needs to switch things up, he has 5 recovery options. One of his bigger weaknesses is just a mechanic of Brawl. Unfortunately back then, tripping was a thing, but for the most part Meta Knight can avoid this due to how much time he really spends in the air. Out of all the top tiers, I really think Brawl Meta Knight must be the most mobile character of all. Does that mean he's the strongest though? We'll have to wait and see. Up next, of course, we have the infamous Umbran Witch, Bayonetta. This character was an absolute menace in Smash 4, and understandably, she was not everyone's favorite. She is one of the most extensive combo games throughout the franchise's entire history. Almost all of her tilts, aerials, and special moves link into each other somehow. But racking up damage isn't the only thing she's good at. She can kill off the top, she can kill off the side, and she is also great at edge guarding. With forward air strings, she can carry her opponent completely off the stage, getting an early kill. With her moves like Afterburner Kick and Witch Twist, she can carry you all the way to the top and carry you right out the blast zone. And just so you know, this version of Witch Twist comes out at frame 4. Any stray hit from this character can instantly lead to death. She also has an amazing recovery, so good luck challenging her off stage. And of course we can't forget Bat Within. For a few frames, if you miss a witch time or a dodge, Bat Within will activate, making you take half the damage and completely negating any knockback. Speaking of witch time, we haven't talked about that yet. This is a counter that comes out frame 5. And what do you get out of it, you might ask? Well, your first successful use of it in Smash 4 will slow the opponent for 3 total seconds. The things you can do out of it are completely crazy. You can of course lead into really long combos, or you can do multiple smash attacks to really rack up that damage. And let's not forget Smash 4's rage mechanic either. That means the more damage you've taken, the more knockback you're going to deal. At times though, Bayonetta can be a bit of a glass cannon. When using a lot of her specials, she has really high landing lag. She is also extremely light. Smash 4 also has an extremely strong staling effect on your moves if you decide to spam them. None of these weaknesses were really able to hold her back too much. She was still the best character in Smash 4 by far. And last but certainly not least is of course Steve. I just wanted to start off by saying we are not including any phantom mechanics, as I consider that a glitch and not a key part of the character. Aside from that though, Steve is such a unique character, and I mean that in the best way possible. Playing as him feels like you're actually playing a full game of Minecraft. You mine, you craft, you build, and then you just wreak havoc. Steve really manages to play his own game the entire match. Getting into his kit though, first off we have his neutral special. It has 3 unique components, but its most interesting aspect has to be the ability to place down blocks. They can be used for almost anything. They can be placed down and act as a sort of cover for Steve. They can be used in the air to create platforms to extend combos. They're a great edge guarding tool. They can also give Steve some pretty great recovery options as well. They can also be placed in such a way that you can tech off of them, preventing yourself from dying a lot earlier. And definitely one of the most creative ways to use them is to set yourself up for some early kills. On top of that, he of course has his extremely powerful minecart. It is a great projectile, allows for some great movement ability, and is also a command grab. Steve has the anvil down arrow as well. It has a high kill power and also is fantastic at breaking shields. His down special TNT is amazing at ledge trapping. His up air and up tilts lead to extremely easy strings. His jab can carry opponents across the stage. And none of that is even accounting for how powerful diamond tools are. His up smash hitbox is gigantic, he has a down tilt that has 2 frames, his forward air easily spikes, and he has a temporary glide for a recovery. His forward throw throws opponents at a disgusting angle. In Smash Ultimate they also introduced the parrying mechanic, which can have some great frame advantage. And if Steve wants to, he can honestly camp out his opponent the entire game. Putting this character in the hands of a top player, you'll be playing tic-tac-toe and they'll be playing chess. Steve honestly can do everything, and more. And that is why most people consider him the best character in all of Smash Ultimate. But is he the best overall? After thinking very long and hard about these characters' strengths and weaknesses, I finally think I decided who might be the best out of all of them. Fox is such a great well-rounder, Meta Knight has such high mobility throughout all of his moves, Bayonetta can start a combo out of practically any of her attacks, and Steve can really control the whole pace of the game. But I truly think one of these characters really stands out. Out of these 4, I would say the strongest is Bayonetta. While she is lightweight, I just think her combo potential is too ridiculous. In Smash 4, she can kill at 24% off the top with ease. She can get extremely early kills off the side as well with her forward air. She has a frame 1 air dodge with Bat Within, and Witch Time is amazing at racking up damage and taking stocks. But that's just my opinion. Do you guys agree with my decision? Would you have picked one of the other 3 characters? Let me know. I would absolutely love to hear your opinions down below. But as always, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.